Russia-Ukraine war is concerned. In developments from this war itself, we're now learning that 2 Ukrainian drones have attacked the Gazprom Neftekhim Salavat oil processing and petrochemical complex. The Ukrainian military has also issued a statement that in an overnight strike, they targeted oil refineries in Russia's Volgograd region. In recent attacks, Ukraine has specifically targeted Russian oil infrastructure. Ukrainian drones, in fact, struck one of Russia's largest petrochemical facilities in the Bashkortostan region. Now, the regional head of Gazprom has stated that they are currently assessing the extent of the damage and are working in order to extinguish the fire. This attack comes as the Russian Finance Ministry is set to submit a draft budget to the parliament on the 29th of September. Since the start of the war in 2022, oil sales have played a very crucial role in sustaining Russia's economy, and these recent attacks on oil infrastructure, of course, present a rather serious challenge to Russia. With us on the broadcast is Mr. Glenn Grant, former advisor to the Ukrainian Defense Minister. He's joining us from Kiev. Thank you so much, sir, for taking our time speaking to us on NewsX World. Fresh drone attacks are taking place. Ukraine, of course, has weaponized drones rather effectively up until now. What's interesting is Warsaw has also now turned to Ukraine for drone warfare expertise. We're now learning that Poland's defense chief, in fact, has traveled to Kiev in search of Ukrainian help in developing Poland's drone warfare capabilities as well. We, of course, see the result on the ground. What you make now of NATO allies coming out and seeking Ukraine's help in order to strengthen the Eastern Front?
Well, it's not actually new. Several countries have already been doing this in various stages in the last 3-4 years. What hasn't happened is such an overt requirement from a country to Ukraine. But we've just heard that actually the Poles have said they won't put troops inside Ukraine to see what's going on for real, and that they want the Ukrainians to run a course for them in Poland, which of course is very much a second best option if you actually want to learn how these things work. But at least it's a step forward on the side of the Poles. It will be interesting to see whether, for example, the Baltic states pick up the same logic and start asking for training against Shahids for their countries as well.
All right, so I request you to stay on with us. We're tracking further developments. We're now learning that as the Russian Finance Ministry prepares to present a draft budget to its parliament on the 29th of September, it has revealed a plan to lower the oil prices from $60 per barrel by $1 each year, aiming to reach $55 per barrel by 2030. This move is intended to ensure that Russia's fiscal reserve fund remains sufficient against external challenges like sanctions and price volatility. The step aims to channel more oil revenue into the reserves that have supported the Russian economy since the start of its war with Ukraine, especially amid ongoing tariffs and sanctions from the West. Previously, G7 countries and their allies set a price cap of $60 per barrel for Russian oil in order to limit Russian export revenues. Now, this decision comes as US President Donald Trump has indicated fresh sanctions against Russia and has called countries in Europe who still purchase Russian oil to not continue to do so. The potential sanctions have invoked a reaction from Kuwait's foreign minister, who stated that sanctions on Russian oil could positively impact oil prices at large. More news coming in from Russia. In the meantime, we're learning that Russian Deputy Defense Minister Anna Sivilyova has stated